Zawalkarim and Professor of Kathmandu University School of Education, faculty members, non-teaching staff, newcomer in the PhD and MPhil programs of 4 departments of the School of Education. It is our honor to have you on this orientation program. I am DP Subedi, Dhanapati Subedi, program host for today. A dream does not become reality through magic. It takes determination and hard work. I congratulate all newcomers for your determination and hard work to be a part of the family of Kathmandu University School of Education. Kusod has always been a right platform for higher education and higher studies to those who aspire to widen, sharpen, deepen the horizon of knowledge and skills in the area of research, philosophy, and theoretical aspects. We always put our students at the center. We believe that you students are the principal actor of learning, and we are just supporter. And our process definitely will support you in order to realize, in order to understand who you are, why you are at the School of Education. You will realize your arrival at Kusod marks a new chapter in the journey of, in the academic journey of your life. You as a learner, you as a researcher, philosopher, practitioner will explore your meaningful being and becoming for the next 3 semesters with us. And you will definitely co-create something which could be useful in the area of educational leadership, development education, English language education, and STEM education, which will be instrumental for the new generations to come. At this moment, it's our honor to welcome all 119 newcomers in different programs at the School of Education. At this moment, I'd like to request Ms. Lina Gurung, Dr. Lina Gurung, to deliver welcome speech or to welcome all newcomers at the School of Education. So over to you, Lina ma'am.
Thank you, Dhanapati sir. Respected Professor Bola Thapa, the Vice Chancellor of Kathmandu University, respected Professor Subodh Sharma, Registrar of Kathmandu University, Professor Balchandra Luitel, the Dean of Kusod, esteemed professors of Kusod, the department heads, the school manager, colleagues, staff, and my dear friends. First of all, on behalf of university, I would like to congratulate our new MPhil and PhD students from Nepal and outside Nepal who are now the family members of Kusod. I think you have made a very good choice, and you're quite lucky enough as well. So we are more than happy to welcome you here in Kusod to pursue your academic journey, and hope that and help you to fulfill your dream as well. So Kusod has such a trained and is also well known for its brand and achievement in helping the scholars to be a visionary leader, agent of social change, an independent researcher, and also an inquisitive learner. So you all might be very excited today, to be a part of Kusod. I know that some of you had been trying to get the admission since 2 years or maybe more than that for some of you. So, but then after you just get into this journey, this excitement may not remain the same throughout the journey. Most probably you might get overwhelmed with, when you have to meet the deadlines, assignment deadlines. But then since myself was an MPhil student, a PhD student in the same institution I can empathize the situation very well. So, and now in the capacity of a faculty here, I would like to tell you a few things that you should remember being a part of these institution. So let's know that success is actually not a genius thing. All right, it's more about the patience and the dedication. So while chasing your dream, you might have to walk through some difficult path, but again, it's helpful in polishing you and to become a gem in future. So never quit this journey, because if you quit this journey, then you will never complete the journey. So even if it's slow, but still get on to this journey. So departments here in Kusod, we have very less human resource, but still we are quite capable and efficient enough to guide you, to mentor you throughout this difficult journey. And it's very, very important that we are always with you in this important and interesting endeavor of your life. So we are here not only to facilitate the classes, but we also support you and guide you in all the possible ways because we are quite committed to the excellence in education to bring the meaningful impact in the society. So dear students, in the auspicious occasion of this Sri Panchami, I take the pride from on behalf of Kathmandu University to welcome you all once again and wish you all the best for the productive, insightful, and wonderful and success of your academic journey in Kusod. Thank you. Over to you, Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Guru, for your wonderful, welcome speech. You have highlighted learning, being, and doing at the School of Education. So definitely they will be with us for the next 3 semesters, and they will explore their being and becoming. Now, I'd like to request Vivekji to share the file, and at the same time, I would like to request our head of the department, different head of the department. First, I would like to request Dr. Prakash Chandra Bhattrai from Development Education Department to introduce students who have enrolled in your department. Over to you, Dr. Prakash.
Thank you, Dhanapati sir. Thank you so much. Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Balathapa, Registrar Professor Subodh Sharma, Dean Professor Balchandra Nuitel, respected professors and the new students who are Department of Development Education make a discourse on theories as well as practice with the cross-cutting issues of development and education. On behalf of department, we would like to welcome you all and congratulations. I would like to congratulate you on being selected in this tough competition as well. Our program began in 2005, aiming to prepare professionals who could contribute in national and international levels. So far, we have produced many human resources to contribute in the development sector. So we have 4 programs: MPhil in Development Studies, PhD in Development Studies, Masters in Sustainable Development, Masters in Technical Educations, Masters in Technical Education and Vocational Training as well, and likewise MST, Masters in Sustainable Development, and one more program that we have is about Masters in Training and Development. So this time we are quite happy that we took the admissions of 28 MPhil students and 1 PhD students. Let me introduce the students over here. The first one is Asim Basir Ahmad. He's from Bangladesh. So we took admission for PhD. So for MPhil program, let me tell the name as well. Anamika Gurung, Anamika Gauchan, in fact, Angnima Lama, Asmita Kesi, and Asta Nepal from Kathmandu, Vishwas Praja from Chitawan, Vikas Gaju from Bhaktapur, likewise Drishti Upreti from Kathmandu, Gautam Bilas Joshi from Kathmandu, Jayendra Vishwakarma from Khotang, Kavita Gurung from Kathmandu, Karen Moharjan from Lalitpur, Madhav Khanka from Janakpur. So we also took other students in our MPhil program, Jivan Tamang from Kathmandu, Maheshwar Rizal from Sikhapur, Paridi Pathak from Kathmandu, Praju Gurung from Lalitpur, Pratibha Rai from Khotang, Purna Kumari Lingden from Morang, she's Pratibha Rai in fact, Ramdas Chaudhary from Kanchanpur, Richan Shrestha from Dhankuta, Sanchita Moharjan from Kathmandu, Sanchip Panthi from Lumbini, Susma Kesi from Kathmandu, Sunila Bania from Kathmandu, Suresh Raj Joshi from Dadeldhura, Rijan Singh from Kathmandu. Okay, so
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bhatrai.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
for leadership department, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce all these PhD and MPhil scholars who have newly admitted. So this time we have admitted just one PhD scholar because we already have 10 more PhD scholars with us in the department. So in our department, we have enrolled Surendra Amagai. He is from Chittowan, only one candidate for PhD. Now for MPhil in educational leadership, we have enrolled 28 students. They are Anjana Malla from Lalitpur, Anita Bhatrai from Morang, Arjun Pariyar from Bardia, Bimal Sigdel from Tanau, Chudamani Subedi from Kaski, Dibakar Jaishi from Parbat, Dolaraj Bhandari from Kaski, Ganga Prajapati from Lalitpur, Him Bahadur Paudel from Parbat, Indra Prasad Upadhyaya from Tanau, Indra Bahadur Adhikari from Parbat, Jyoti Singh Bhandari Kathmandu, Krishna Hari Gawa Shrestha from Bhaktapur, Kumar Karki from Ramechhap, Lakshmi Devi Shrestha from Kathmandu, and Manoj Lama from Kathmandu. Monsoon Keshi from Kathmandu, Nilam Kumar Shrestha from Sunsari, Nilkeshwari Maharjan from Kathmandu, Nirajan Thapa from Baglung, Prayas Dhana Narayan Rajopadhyaya, he is also from Kathmandu, Ram Prasad Bashyal, he is also from Kathmandu, Ramu Pandey Gulmi, Shiva Prasad Aryal Lamjung, Smriti Thapa Kathmandu, Bani Rajeshwari Saharana Lalitpur, Yashoda Dhyadi from Doti. Now, may I request Professor Dr. Lakshman Gyamali for introducing new students of English Language Education Department.
Okay, thank you, Mpl. Thank you so much. Without taking much time, I would like to continue this introduction. Sorry, now other faculties and the new coming students here. Let me begin with these three scholars who have joined our PhD program in English language education. Dayaram Godel, he's from Parbat, but now currently he works in Saudi Arabia. And we have Mohammad Zawalkarim, he's from Bangladesh, and Shikha Gurung is from Kathmandu. And likewise, we have 27 candidates enrolled to MPhil in English language education program. They come from different districts. Baburam Gaire from Rupandehi, Bivas Thapa from Ramechhap, Binay Adhikari from Pokhara, and Binod Prasad Chaudhary. Okay, I don't see the district. I think he's from Saptari, I guess. And Chandra Prakash Oli from Rolpa, Dambar Singh South from Kanchanpur, Devaki Khadka from Kathmandu, Durga Kafle from Japa, and Gangaram Paudel from Parbat, and Gopal Basnet from, is it Sangja, I guess, and Govinda Kafle from Sangja, Kesav Thapa from Makbanpur, Krishna Bahadur Bohra from Rabi, is it Kavre? And then Krishna Prasad Chapagai, I think he writes Chapai, from Surkhet, Madan Kumar Mandal from, okay, must be, is it Shiraha, okay, and Manjurai from Udaipur. And then Nagma Pandey from LAPU, okay. Must be from Kathmandu. Nirajan Rai from Bhojpur. Nexon Thapa Chetri from Shiraha. He's the one who is now in Australia. And Purnakala Pandey Dakal from Lumbini. And Ramesh Bahadur Singh from Bajang, I guess. And Rudra Bahadur Thapa from Hetonda, Bhagwanpur. And Sanjay Kumar Yadav from Bhagwanpur. I think he's from Saptari. Sarmila Parajuli from Lalitpur. Sudan Prasad Dotel. Sudanji, your district, I just missed it.
Sir, I'm originally from Chitwan.
Chitwan, okay. And Sujit Karki is from Itari, and Sujita Upadhyay. Sujit, you are from Itari, aren't you? And then Sujita is also from one of the eastern districts. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshman sir. Okay, now may I request our Assistant Professor Binod Prasad Panta to introduce newly admitted students of the STEM Education Department.
Thank you, Dhanapai sir. Respected VC sir, Registrar sir, Dean sir, faculties and staff, and most importantly, new admitted students. First of all, I would like to welcome you all as a family of Kathmandu Universities. So Department of STEM Education has 9 different programs. So now I directly move to the name of the students who have enrolled in PhD in STEM Education and MPhil in STEM Education. So there are 4 candidates who enroll in PhD in STEM Education. Pratima Thapalia from Gorkha, Indramani Srestha from Morang, Mahesh Bhattarai from Rupandei, Dhanakumari Thapa from Parbat. Similarly, we have 27 candidates who enroll in MPhil in STEM Education program. Amir Bake from Bhaktapur, Babita Maharjan from Lalitpur, Vivek Keshi from Lalitpur, Balkrishna Sapkota from Baglong, Bindu Shobha Ranjit from Bhaktapur, Vinod Timalsina from Ramecha, Dipesh Srestha from Palpa, currently he is in UAE, Prishka Bastola from Kathmandu, Dhankumar Keshi from Parbat, Dolma Lama from Dolakha, Ishur Kimire from Kosi, Govinda Chaudhary from Rautahar, Isa Basnet from Viratnagar, Junita Sahib from Kathmandu, Rashtra Bhushan Khadka from Kathmandu, Krishna Srestha from Sindhupalchok, Madhav Kafle from Rupandehi, Mira Gurum from Parvat, Purva Tamang from Dhankuta, Puspa Sunar from Kaski, Suraj Acharya from Kosi. Ramchandra Neupane from Gulmi, Sangita Sangraula from Kathmandu, Santosh Srestha from Dolakha, Sarita Yadav from Kanchanpur, Sarita Nepal from Nuakot, Sudarshan Limbu from Terathum. Thank you, Dhanpur sir.
Thank you, Vinod sir, for your sharing and introducing your newly admitted students of your department. Now we have arrived to introducing our faculty member, regular and visiting faculty member who have a greater support for different departments that we have. Without their support, we cannot run our department. Therefore, may I request Vivek sir to expose the name list of visiting and in-house faculty members. So I will start from Educational Leadership Department. So Vivek sir. So in Educational Leadership Department, we have altogether 18 different in-house and visiting faculty member who are serving for student this semester. So they are, Vivekji, you can go ahead. Yes. We have our in-house professor, Professor Mano Prasad Wagle. He has been supporting us in our research endeavor and research related subjects, plus he is taking responsibility of provisional supervisor of PhD students who we have enrolled this time, Mr. Surendra Amadai, myself, and we have Assistant Professor Seskanta Pangeni. We also have newly appointed Assistant Professor Rebot Kumar Dakal. We also have research assistant, Mr. Vikas Ghaju. Vivek sir, go ahead. And we also have, Professor Georginia Dworke. She is all the way from the United States of America, and she is supporting us in early childhood development program. We also have Dr. Lavadev Awasthi. We also have Dr. Hari Lamsal, Dr. Masaram Sharma, Dr. Basu Prasad Subedi, Dr. Meenakshi Dahal. She is taking responsibility of ECD program. And we also have Dr. Rajkumar Dhungana. We have Mr. Medini Bahadur Lamichhane is supporting us. And we, Mr. Chetnath Panta, Bhavana Shrestha, Ramila Subedi, and we have another foreign faculty member, Kathleen Price. She is also working for ECD program. And we have Mr. Deviram Acharya. Now, may I request again, Associate Professor Prakash Chandra Bhattrai to introduce faculty members of your department.
Thank you, Dhanapati sir. Thank you so much. So we are quite rich in our human resources. Professor Maheshnath Parajuli sir is serving in our department. Likewise, I myself engage to deliver the courses. And we have Assistant Professor Suresh Gautam sir, Dr. Lina Gurung, likewise Durga Prasad Bral, Prakash Kumar Paudel are also working in our department. Likewise, Jivan Tamang is working as a research assistant. So other faculties are Dr. Usha Bhandari, Dr. Lakshman Acharya, Dr. Hari Lamsal, Dr. Revat Dhakal, Dr. Kusmakar Bhatta, and Uttam Upreti sir is also working with us. Likewise, Professor Vinod Krishna Srestha and Anil Muni Bhadracharya, they are also serving in our department. Likewise, Anup Burtel and Dr. Chandralal Pandey are also working with us. Dr. Tulasi Thapalia and Sagar Neupani, Amir Joshi and Marina Ranjit, they are also working in our department. Likewise, Nirmal Ghimire, Dr. Nirmal Ghimire and Gunjan Khanal are also working in our department. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakash sir. Now, may I request Professor Lakshman Gewali to introduce faculty members of your department.
Okay, thank you, Ambassador. Thank you so much. The Department of Language Education is very rich with esteemed faculties here. So let me begin, not take too much time. I'm Lakshman Gewali, Professor and Head in the department, and we have Assistant Professor Tekaram Paudel sir, and we have our very senior Guru, Professor Jairaj Awasthi sir, and also another Guru, Dr. Lavadev Awasthi sir, and Bharat Prasad Neupane, Assistant Professor, and we have Khagendra Acharya, Dr. Khagendra Acharya, Dr. Hemraj Kafle as Assistant Professors there, and Associate Professor, and Mr. Surendra Bhatta is our Research Assistant. And then we have Mr. Dinesh Thapa, Mr. KP Gimire, Mr. Jian Joshi, Ms. Sikha Gurung, and Dr. Sri Krishna Wagle. So with this, we have 13 very strong faculty running the department. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, may I request our Assistant Professor Vinod Prasad Panta to introduce faculty members of the STEAM department.
Thank you, Dhanapati sir. So in this semester, we have 18 faculties who are taking classes and supporting students ranging from master's to PhD level. We have Professor Balchandra Loitel, who is the Dean, and myself serving as an acting head of the department. We have Indramani Srestha. We have Assistant Professor Dr. Rosni Rajbamsi. We have Niroj Dahal, Netra Kumar Manandar. Similarly, we have Dr. Indra Yampu, we have Parvati Tungana, we have Dr. Sri Krishna Wagle, we have Mr. Sivadatta Dawadi, Lakshman Loitel, Mr. Madan Rizal. Likewise, we have Mr. Khagendra Adhikari, Mr. Tek Bahadur Burathoki, Mr. Rameshwar Aryal, Mr. Janardhan Baral, Mr. Hasin Sakya, Ms. Sarare Bajracharya. Thank you, Dhanapati.
So, thank you, sir. Now, administrative staff, without their support, I think we also cannot make our department functional. So for this, I'd like to request Shiva Mainali, Mr. Shiva Mainali, sir, our manager of the school. So may I request you to introduce our administrative staffs.
Namaste, sir. Thank you. हामी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिभ स्टाफमा अलि 9 जना छौं। म म्यानेजर ओभरअल स्कुल अफ एजुकेसन सबै हेर्ने म शिव मैनाली र हाम्रो एक्जाम र एडमिन हेर्ने सुमन आचार्य हुनुहुन्छ। त्यसपछि एकाउन्ट हेर्नुहुन्छ हाम्रो मन्दिरा ढुङ्गाना एकाउन्ट अफिसर हुनुहुन्छ। अनि सपोर्टमा अन्जु गौतम स्टोर र रेजिस्ट्रेसन हेर्नुहुन्छ। अनि अर्को सपोर्ट पर्सन आईटी पर्सन हुन्छ विवेक भण्डारी। अनि त्यसैगरी लाइब्रेरीमा सपोर्ट स्टाफ प्रवीणा काष्ट हुनुहुन्छ। अनि अर्को सहायक स्टाफमा हाम्रो स्टोर र लजिस्टिक यानी राजु महर्जन। अनि फ्रन्ट डेस्क रिसेप्सनमा गणेश खतेवडा र त्यसैगरी फ्रन्ट डेस्क र रिसेप्सन र लगायत परीक्षाको पनि र हेर्ने दिल बहादुर श्रेष्ठ गरी हामी 9 जना स्टाफहरु त्यहाँ कार्यरत छौं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Mainali. Now, okay, we have arrived to the welcome remarks from our professor side. So may I request our professor, Dr. Manoprasad Wagle, for welcome remarks at this moment to all newly admitted.
Thank you, Dhanapati sir. Respected Vice Chancellor and the Registrar, the Dean and the faculty members of Kathmandu University School of Education. To all new admitted students, welcome to you all to Kathmandu University School of Education. You will experience something new in our school when you start your journey from tomorrow. In fact, from today, this is the orientation program, your classes will start tomorrow. It is obvious that people want to have a higher degree to shape their career in a more specialized way, right? And you see, everyone is looking for the future because you see the 21st century skills everyone needs. You can experience the 21st century skills from our School of Education, whichever department you are admitted in. So we want you to become a kind of well-rounded dynamo wherever you work, whatever your career is, or beyond that career, you can experience here in School of Education, Kathmandu University. The difference between other universities and Kathmandu University is that we focus much on how to think rather than what to think. So from the first day of your journey in Kathmandu University School of Education, you can experience the process of thinking by yourself, right? And you see, the pedagogy that we use in Kathmandu University School of Education is at par with the renowned universities around the world. So pedagogy-wise, we can claim that we have you see practiced such kind of pedagogy in our School of Education. So basically, you will be experiencing the immersive and you see the kind of experiential learning to the most. You see, all of you will experience the researching skills. Research is the most, you see the demanding area, whether you work in development agency or you work in teaching field or you work in any other fields. So we provide you the kind of researching skills in any subject that you are in each semester that you are in. So let's hope that you will also have the kind of commitment to the time that you have to spend in your work. Since most of you are full-time workers, it is not that easy to give the kind of time that is expected, but it is essential. It is necessary that you have to have allocated the time for your study. Saying this, I again would like to welcome you all about Kathmandu University School of Education. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Wagle, for your welcome remarks. Similarly, it's my privilege to invite our another senior professor, Professor Maheshnath Prajuli, for welcome remarks.
Okay, thank you, Dhanapati sir. Thank you for inviting me. Let me first welcome all our new friends. I would like to use the term friends, not students. This is because maybe we might think that when we say use the words students and teachers, there might be a sort of hierarchy between us. So to let you know that there is no hierarchy while you are here. So I prefer to use this term, friends. My warm welcome to you here. Congratulations for being a proud member of Kathmandu University. From now on, you'll be representing Kathmandu University. So it is now your responsibility to maintain, or not only to maintain, but also to uphold the good name of our university. So how can we go on with this? The most important thing, I think, is identify yourself. Know your capacity. As a person, we have lots of experience, lots of capabilities. So that is what is important during this journey or throughout this journey to take you, not only you, but also to the whole, all of us, and to the whole university. So whatever you do, whatever you study, maybe you'll be writing something, maybe you'll be sharing something, not only within the university, but outside the university as well. So along with you, the Kathmandu University is always there. So think about your responsibility. You are here, of course, to enhance your understanding further. But at the same time, we also have, all of us, it's not only you, we also have responsibility towards our society, towards our country, and not only this, but toward the whole the world, and also all living beings and non-living things of this world. So think about all the things. So amidst all these things, this complexity of the world, you are the key person. Okay, now one thing again, to come back to our university context, while you are in our school, in Kathmandu School of Education, to stay in itself in a very informal manner. You don't need to think about, okay, she is my teacher, I must maintain some hierarchy. It's not like that. Of course, we must respect each other, not only to teachers, but also to your fellow classmates. But be always in a very ease. You can contact any of us at any time. You don't need to take any appointment. Of course, sometimes it might be difficult to find us, but whatever the duration you will be here, we'll be working us, we'll be studying, we'll be chatting. Maybe many of course, this time is during the pandemic time. We won't be able to meet personally much now, at least during these days. But maybe at many other occasions after some time, we might be able to meet you with cafeteria and having a cup of tea and having a chatting. So feel free while you are here. and try to enhance yourself. After once you complete your studies, we would like to see there, of course, the grade is important, but at least for me, what is more important is to what extent you feel yourself a changed person. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dhanpati.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Prazuli, for highlighting role and responsibility of students being at the School of Education. Plus, you have highlighted so being and becoming of students at the School of Education. Thank you for your welcome remarks. So now it is our honor and privilege to invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Bola Thapa, for welcome remarks. Over to you, Vice Chancellor, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Suvedi. Respected Dean, sir, former deans and professors, their colleagues, and all the newly admitted family member of Kathmandu University. On behalf of Kathmandu University, I would also like to welcome you all. Of course, in the original plan, I should have spoken at the end, but I have to join another meeting. That's why I thought I will speak little early before Dean is welcoming you, and then Registrar Sir is also there to talk to you about the university. Of course, even as a leader of the university, when I meet the research students of highest capacity, MPhil and PhD. So we are all our colleagues. We all are colleagues, as Professor Mahesh Parazuli has mentioned. Like though we have a role here as a teacher or as a student, we all are of same capacity. That's what I also feel, and I would like to invite you and welcome you. So, and of course, I know that many of you are working in different organizations and different fields. And of course, I was asked to talk about the words of wisdom, and even in the earlier orientation of School of Education, I've said I'm not on that capacity to express my words of wisdom, but I'm just here to welcome you as a team member and team leader. What I feel like when I am serving as a leader of the university is it's a most challenging job, because even though I am from the engineering background, and sometimes to solve an engineering problem it's much easier because there are set of rules, but to run the education institution and then to fulfill its obligation and responsibility of a academic institution is much more important and much more challenging. And most of us who are here as a researcher today, who have joined, we have a dream of leading academic institutions. You might already leading, or you have a dream to lead the institutions. We don't know how the future education will be. In the last 2 years during the pandemic, the landscape and the dynamics of education has changed a lot. And that is what I think you will be learning during your stay as a researcher, because education is not something new. This discipline is not something new, which is coming from very ancient days. But the challenge which we have to face as leaders of academic institutions could be different. That's why I fully agree with what Professor Monawagli has mentioned. Here, we cannot, we don't want to teach what to think, but we would, if we will be able to teach you how to think, then I think we will be successful, because the needs are, the things are changing quite fast. So So hopefully, like we all are working together as a researcher. So even if you will be in the class, you will be in one side of the class, and your teacher will be on the other side. So all of us will be working together. That's a philosophy of Kathmandu University, to learn together. It's not like that. There is one end which is teaching, and on another end who is learning, but we learn together. This Again, that as I said, I'm not from the educational background. Even if I have been serving as a teacher of the university for so long, I have never got education how to, or training how to teach. So we are teaching on our own way. So for me now, the dilemma is, there is a sort of a challenge about the pedagogy as well as the technology or tools. How do we teach? That's a very, and of course I hope that you will be able to create something new for this dilemma about the pedagogy versus technology or tools to teach. So I will not say more than this, but I'm really glad, like School of Education is really becoming a sort of a, it's a garden of flowers from all part of the country, and that even we have gone beyond the boundary of the nation. Like we do have international students. So in the future, to maintain our quality or to maintain our network, we need to have even more collaboration, cooperations in different part of the world. We do have faculties, especially the expert faculties, who will be helping us from maybe online or maybe physically. And similarly, we do have students from outside. So I do have a lot of faith and belief on you, because it's your almost terminal degree. So most of you will, I think, end up with the MPhil, and some of you will go to PhD, and the PhD is a terminal degree for all of us. And that means, practicing professional, sometimes I say that, and I keep education at quite high regard, is like a doctor. If he makes a mistake, it could be only a fatality, could be only for 1%. If an engineer makes a mistake, so it could be a system or project, or even several people can die. But or it might hamper the teacher, or it could be a impact for a generation, because it's a whole entire society. So you are in really important discipline. So I hope, as my colleagues have already mentioned, you will be very sincere with yourself, because it's not like that you are doing something for the university, but you are doing it for yourself and for this society. So I'm pretty sure, like with your commitment and dedication to be a student at Kathmandu University, you will not leave any stone unturned to fulfill your objective, to fulfill your dream, and to become a very knowledgeable, and then that is a competent professional, teaching professionals, or educational leaders of this nation. Once again, I congratulate all of you for getting through to the admission process, and I also wish for your very successful journey of your this very important part of your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful remarks, welcome remarks. So we have been receiving continuous support and encouragement to all our interviewers from your side. That is amazing. Now we have come to the prime moment, that is orientation program. For this, I'd like to request our Dean, sir, Professor Dr. Balchandra Luitel, to orient our newly admitted students on our Kusod system and almost everything that we have.
Thank you very much, respected Vice Chancellor, sir, who actually, am I audible, first of all?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay,
Perfect.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vice Chancellor, sir, for wonderful remarks and your words of wisdom, and also colleagues, and also we'll also listen to our, we also hear from our Registrar Professor, Dr. Subodh Sharma later. Thank you very much for choosing Kathmandu University School of Education. Indeed, this is our honor to welcome you. And I start by apologizing because there were some errors in your names and addresses. Sorry about that, but we'll correct them, and that would not make, if there are any issues, then we'll contact you in the time of registrations and other official activities. As our Professor Mahisnath Parajuli, former Dean, already said that you all are friends. I said that indeed you know those who complete, we all are friends actually at the ground of being human. We all friends, not just human, but as earlier Professor Mahisnath Parajuli also said that we should be friends to sentient and non-sentient beings. So that is another thing, and that is again from the perspective of climate change, from the perspective of environmental sustainability, and that is the area of our registrar. So let me welcome you all again, all of our MPhil and PhD scholars and friends. Let me welcome you. Kathmandu University School of Education was established. Let me start with Kathmandu University. Actually, the mission statement of Kathmandu University is to provide quality education for leadership, and the vision statement is to become world-class university. Whereas the mission and vision is of School of Education is actually serving to the broader vision and mission of the university by transforming education and society through producing leaders of education and society. So when we talk about Kathmandu University, it's an autonomous, not-for-profit, self-funding public institution established by the Act of Parliament in 1991. It has 7 schools: health, education, engineering, law, management, medical science, medical sciences and science. A School of Education was established in 1997, and first academic programs started in 1998 with 5 students. Okay, so currently we have 23 different programs ranging from Chinese language teaching, and recent additions are BTech, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and information technology, and they have also been called for enrollment. And recent addition has also been postgraduate diploma in education. The class, the first cohort started in October. So we have master's 2 years, 1 year online, and graduate diploma in higher education, as I said earlier, and MPhil 1.5 years and PhD 3 years. And especially we are focusing MPhil and PhD during the February session, which might be called as a spring session. And in the fall session, we advertise for undergraduate and master's and postgraduate diploma program. And altogether we have 23 different programs. As far as MPhil is concerned, MPhil and PhD programs are concerned, we have educational leadership, the first program which was introduced which was actually the school started with educational leadership program, both MPhil and PhD, and then we added development studies, and then we added English language education, and the recent addition is STEAM education, and they have both MPhil and PhD, as you saw the introduction of the students. This is the website, soed.ku.edu.np. So you can go into the different menus, and then you can see sub-menus there. For example, I've highlighted academics. You can see the programs and also departments and their different programs. We have these graduate attributes, lifelong. We expect our students, our friends, our scholars to be lifelong learner, and also respectful of diversities among humans and other sentient beings, compassionate, caring and ethical, responsible and committed to making difference, critical and creative citizen, and intellectually, above all, intellectually rigorous. Because that is the purpose of our program. And we also, as I said earlier in the beginning, our main mission is to transform education and society. So our learning, our pedagogical focus is not just conceptual, but also reflective, but also critical, and also creative. So when we say critical and creative, they are the higher form of learning. So and when we talk about CUSOD, is earlier our professors, our vice chancellor already mentioned that we all are equal, all are here for learning, and we have been saying this, with MPhil and PhD students. I should be taught to, I should be learning and creating. This is also very, very important. So we shift from teaching to learning. And we students, we learners, we should say that my experience and knowledge should value. Academic rigor is very, very important. So, and also delivery online and blended mode. So when we talk about CUSOD, we have key features. For example, we focus on IT, we have Moodle system, and attendance 80% is must. Time management is very important. Probably you already have received routines from your head of departments, and also you have also received official email addresses from our IT department. So 16 weeks, 18 course sessions. You can follow our calendar. Calendar must have been sent to you. If not, then by tomorrow you will receive the calendar, and also you will see the calendar on our Moodle site. So 18th and 19th weeks, the weeks are for semester assessment, and 20th week final grade. So this is what we've been doing. We have just done that in the ongoing outgoing semester. We have published the results, and all the students received the results already. This is the Moodle site, and you will be logged in. You will be helped to log in by our friends. We have 4 departments, and these departments, they have their different programs. Just to say a few words about our curricular approach, is earlier it has been mentioned, because all of us are researchers at this level. So when we say researcher, there is one official curriculum, and the other curricula will be developed by students through their work, through their projects, through their research, through their dissertation. So there is one official curriculum, but there would be many other curricula, depending upon the students. So you will be receiving course plan within the first week of, within the 1 week of the beginning, and course plan normally include, among other many things, schedule of activities, unit module wise, objectives, outcomes, key readings, and other resources. And one important aspect is assessment plan. So I have written HOT, H-O-T, HOT, higher order thinking. So at this level, we focus on analyzing, evaluating, and creating as per Bloom's taxonomy, meaning that, remembering, of course, understanding is also there. We use memory, but not just to, rotary call, but we use them to analyze, evaluate, and create. As far as assessment modalities are concerned, we have in-semester and in-semester. In-semester faculties, they consult, they make it redeemable. At least one time feedback you receive, and then you will revise if you submit in time. And also it's rubrics based. There are criteria developed by faculties, development by departments. General practice, 5-6 different assessment items or tasks. There might be one single project divided into different sections, one single term paper divided into different sections, which could be published later on. End semester, if online, could include varieties of mode, project, open book, oral, and there is a possibility that proctored exam as well, which we have already done in previous years as well. Assessment, those who lag behind, feedback loop, counseling, please talk to your supervisors, professors, head of department, and also your faculties. Incomplete, if you have incomplete assignment, then you will get INC, and that has to be completed in a month's time, okay? And otherwise it will be turned into F. Repeat the course or satisfactory grade is a must in all assessment. That is at least B, I suppose. That would be the minimum grade, okay? Moodle, its use is a must. Learning platform, it's a tool, helps in your learning process. Most commonly used medium for faculty, student interaction, And there is a guideline for teaching and learning. It's not just online, but our teaching and learning guide. You can click on, you can go to soed.ku.edu.np and you can see, if you scroll down, you can find several those reports and guidelines you can download and you can check from there. Letter grading system, this is the system that we have: A minus, B plus, B minus, C plus, and C, and this will be communicated by each of your faculty, each of your subject facilitator. We call them facilitator. Okay, so this is what we would normally have. So immediately after the admission, we have registration system, and our manager Shivanath Mainali will look after this registration issue, and this is very important. There might be certificate related issues, migration related issues, so you will receive an instruction note for this. Actually, our admin officer Suman Acharya has already, I think he has already communicated this, or it is on the way. So read the instruction very carefully and register yourself and try to do it as earliest as possible. We have, we also have been driven by ethics and responsibility, although this is not very important. I mean, this is very important, and it is not just a written matter. So we need to be sensitive to diversity, because Nepal is a diverse country. It is acknowledged by our constitution. We need to honor others, okay? And we should also work by ourselves. We should not, use others' work. And even if you use others' work, there are academic, styles and methods and modes. And we also check plagiarism in many cases. We use, Google Classrooms in some cases, and sometimes we also use Authenticate. That is one of the resources that we are using. Ask for support if you need any support as far as how you can use others' work, and be well informed. Try to communicate with your facilitators, tutors, and also it's very important in terms of online and face-to-face classes. Language use and our attire is very important. We should be at least formal, and we should open video if this is online class. Comply with university schools rules, and also be a university ambassador. This is also very, very important. And yes, many of our previous students, they have been university ambassador. They have accomplished many good works in their field. And I think we should follow the tradition. And we also need to invent reading, thinking, writing, reflecting, critiquing. These are the work that we do and engage with and contribute to the university, and also to the community of practice as well. For example, we have 4 departments. These 4 departments are community of practice as well. They have their own research traditions, their own orientations and perspectives, and please be engaged with that particular department and community of practice. Pandemic. So one very important thing, one very important aspect, because we are also, we are also mindful of SDG goals, and within that 4.0 is very important, because we are doing, in a school of education. So of course, it's pandemic time, and then also earth environment, wars and conflicts, global crisis. These are very important issues for us to consider, and also act them locally, and be critical and reflective. These are very important mantras of school of education. So, and then also both the physical and psychological environment is very important. Learning environment is very important. Nobody should harass, so no harassment, face-to-face or virtual, in any context, sexual, racial, religious, ethnic, or similar overtones. So inappropriate touching, language use, messaging, calling, mocking, shaming, okay, name calling, so on and so forth. So we should not be doing this. Requesting favors accompanied with threats, we should not be doing this. Inviting at inappropriate places, so that would not be doing. So we have grievance sections, and Dr. Sesakanta Pagnini will look after this. If you feel anything like this, please communicate with him. again, a system of complaining and action is there in case of harassment in any form. We have done that in the past, but very minimally, but we take action immediately. I am coming to the final site. As I said, oh, sorry, I posted this Moodle site in 2 places. So you can see Department of Educational Leadership. There are 6 course categories. Department of Development Education, 89. There must be some errors, so we might check, and STEAM education, different course categories are there. And there are archived courses. So this is really a rich LMS, and we are continuing to, we won't claim that it is a perfect LMS, but we are continue to improve it. We are continue to work on it. We have faculty who have done research in online and blended learning. For instance, Sekanta Pongeni, who specialize in online learning, and also we also have other faculty using that particular tool in their research and in their practice. So with this, I would say thank you very much. So I'll be talking to you in different platform. So once again, thank you very much. I welcome you. And if there are any errors, once again, there can be, because we are working day and night, there might be some errors. So sorry about that. I welcome, as your dean, I welcome you all to our school, and invite you to contribute to the knowledge building process in your respective areas. Once again, thank you, Dhanapati sir. So thank you. Now over to you.
Thank you, Dean sir, for your wonderful and explicit orientation to different areas of Kathmandu University School of Education. So I hope all students understood what you have presented so far. Now, okay, we have arrived to listen the expectation of newly admitted students. So we gave almost everything from School of Education side. Now, what are your expectations? For this, we have chosen just 4 students from 4 different departments. So first, I'd like to request Pushpa Sunar from STEM Education Department to share her expectation, which could be representation of STEM Education Department as a whole. So over to you, Pushpa Sunar, ma'am, for sharing your expectation from STEM Education Department.
Thank you, Dhanapati sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
please
thank you
go
so
ahead.
much. Okay, respected Vice Chancellor sir, Registrar sir, and Dean sir, and all our professors here present today, and my dear friends. So it's me, Pushpa Sunar. Currently, I have admitted in MPhil studies in STEAM education. And yes, I'm also a graduate of Kathmandu University. I have done my master's in educational leadership earlier, and then later I did 1 year master's again in STEAM. And my expectation, I have also many expectations from the institution. At the same time, I also have expectation from my side as well, being a scholar of highly prestigious institution. So I have spoken to some of my friends as well. So what can we expect from our university? And I have come up with some points that I can share with you all. So here today, again, joining in MPhil and PhD is all about getting a very advanced research skill, I would say. So here, our expectation, if you see in the, previous datas and all, most of the students, they don't complete their higher degrees because of research. Most of them drop out because of research. So this is where the students usually get stuck, right? So we come to the class, we interact in the classroom, we do the assignment, we learn a lot of things from our professors, our facilitators. But when it comes to the submission of the research work, somewhere is lacking. Maybe it's from, maybe we are not motivated too much, or maybe we are not being able to commit ourselves. So here I have done 2 masters from—
Sir, could you remove this slide?
Yes, I have done 2 masters from Kathmandu University. So I'm more familiar with the system here, that we are expected to do a lot of assignment on time, a lot of research work. So somehow I have gained a knowledge of foundation level of research, but I'm not sure if other friends from other universities have the same experience. So they might be coming from the scratch, from the, let's say, foundation level. So we need to be there for them. And I, being a student of university, I also would like to welcome all my friends here. We are here to learn. We are here to support each other. We are here not only to learn from our professors, but from our experience as well, because we are professionals. We run institutions, we run organizations, we work with the little ones, we work with the senior students. So we have lots of things in ourselves, and we have to bring that out. We have to share that, and we have to come up with a better way where we can grow as an individual, as a professional, and as an academic person as well. So there are a few things that I would like to request. If all of my friends are here, I don't know if you agree, but I feel that what we need to do is research, which is the main thing, which is usually done in other universities from very foundation level, like bachelor's. Right. So from bachelor level, from school level, they do research and they gain lots of experience in writing. But here in Nepal, still we are far behind this. We come to this point when we join the university level, then we get to know, this is how we write an academic article or a scholarly article. But this is something, again, we need to work on. And I'm very happy that within the time spell of this 2013 to 2020, I have seen a great difference in our university. There's lots of growth. We have come along, it's a very good time, I would say, that I've seen the improvement in the university, and I expect the same in the days to come as well. So there's this thing, and yes, assignment is there, friends. We have assignment, but please do not panic about this. This is for our growth, our improvement. Until unless we do this, we will not learn. So we need the support of our facilitator as well. But at the same time, we have to be committed. If you think that, no, we cannot manage the time, I think that this degree is not what you should be doing, right? So again, being a STEAM student, what I want my knowledge, what I'm learning from the university to be linked up with the school that I'm working with the organization that we are working with, so that we can improve our practices there. And again, always, as always, last 1 year was wonderful learning experience. We got the best support from our facilitators, and we look forward to support from all the departments, not only STEAM department, all the department. I would like to request all our facilitators to be there for the students. We need you, because without you, again, then we are incomplete. So we need you. We will be working, but you have to be there always to support us, to motivate us, because, when we are working, when we are also learning at the same time, lots of things comes and we get stuck, that we need somebody to push. At this time, I also request my friends to be always there for each other, because we when we work together, things comes easier. When we do our assignment, when we share our learnings, when we share our problems, then it becomes much easier. So there has to be a community where we can talk, where we can share our problems, where we can share our experiences and come up with a wonderful, learning. So again, I also want Kathmandu University to open a gateway for us for international practice as well. So where we can get connected, network with the international like faculties or universities for higher studies, for more opportunities. So we also look forward to grow our family globally as well, where we can get connected with, global universities. And at the same time, we have to work for our university to make it happen, because I know that until unless we as a student don't uplift the goodwill of the university, and then it's not going to happen. I'm very happy to see our professors coming back to our country and serving for our country. This is something that is really helping us. And the same thing we have to continue. We have to contribute as well. So yes, everybody is here to improve our professional and personal practices as a profession, academic profession here. So we also look forward, after having this degree, what are we getting in the market? How are we valued in the market? Where are we going to? So I really feel very proud that when I look to myself, I really feel proud that, yes, I've achieved this and I'm this. So this is something that maybe I can also share with my friends, that you will be expecting this experience once you get to learn from our university. And also something that I really want to request all my peers and my professors, that we are here, so like Mahesa said, Balsa said, we are friends here. And the best part is that when we learn as a community rather than as an individual, we have many differences as an individuals. I am a Dalit, somebody is something, somebody is something. But when we come together, work together in a team, we achieve more. So I think this is something again that we need to do, and we have to work together. So that's all, sir, from my side. We are expecting a lot from you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Puspa ma'am, for your wonderful sharing. Okay, definitely
sir.
we will try our best to serve your expectation. And all the faculty member from STEM department, they are also listening carefully, and they are okay, making their mind mapping in order to serve you later. Thank you so much for your
Thank you, sir.
sharing.
Thank you, sir.
Now, may I request Mohammad Zawalkarim from
Zawalkarim, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zawalkarim from English language department. He is a PhD scholar in the English language education department. Please, over to you.
Thank you, Dhanapati sir. Thank you so much. And it was really amazing to hear beautiful speeches from the Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, the Dean sir, and of course senior sirs like Moheshnath sir and Lina madam as well. And of course, I found Pushpa madam talking here as well. So it is really full of information, and so many things have been exposed and talked about here. Let me break down my speech into four important parts. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself, and then I would like to talk about how systematic I found Kathmandu University so far since my introduction to this university when I started applying, and how I heard about this PhD program from my senior teachers here. And thirdly, I will talk about my feelings, and finally my expectations. So let me introduce myself. I'm Mohammad Zawalkarim, currently an associate professor and head of the Department of Languages at Bangladesh Agricultural University, Mymensingh. It's a full-fledged public university and supposedly considered the biggest university in Southeast Asia, according to the land area, 1,250 acres. Uh, being there, most of my teachers at Agricultural University have completed their PhD degrees from different parts of the world. And as in our country, it is very difficult to pursue PhD, which is a very sad part, honestly speaking, as Pushpa was talking about. At a certain period of time, how things get stuck, especially during the part of the research. And the same thing happens here in our most of the public universities. The teachers, especially as I am a teacher as well, we are busy, of course, with so many other issues. So that's why people pursue PhD degrees abroad. That's number one. Number two, what I have found out, like being a very friendly teacher is again very important. If the supervisor is very uh, always behind the student and the teacher is listening to that person, then things go ahead. It accelerates. Uh, Now, about how systematic Kathmandu University is so far, what I found out, like I had 7 days only to apply when I found this circular from one of my very senior teachers, Dr. Arifur Rahman from Dhaka University, and only 7 days. So I had to rush. I did it somehow, but what I found out, like I had to go through a written examination and an interview, and of course a PhD proposal presentation. I found the teachers, the dean sir, the heads, and other senior teachers asking very thought-provoking questions. And the questions that were there basically, of course, address those Bloom's taxonomy that was shown by our dean sir. The creativity, the analysis, and the evaluation, not only memorization, works over there. So that's amazing. That's what I found over there. Everything, the timing is there exactly in the same manner. So naturally students get ready for being in a session, for being in a class, and we know how the calendar goes. And if things go on time, definitely will be running like a train, a bullet train maybe in future. uh, so that's all about my evaluation so far, and I'm very happy. My feelings now, I'm really very delighted. to get my supervisor, Dr. Laxman Gawali sir, because I found him in Bangladesh back in 2010 and 2013. I worked with Bangladesh English Language Teachers Association as an executive committee member for 2 times, and at that time he was here. So I found how friendly and how nicely communicative a person can be. And I'm damn sure I've taken information. Many teachers liked his way of conducting workshops and presentations. And that, thank God that I'm here under him. And of course, other teachers are over there. And so far, what I have found out that you considered us as a family member even before getting introduced physically. So I look forward to being there when the pandemic situation will be over and when you will tell me to. And of course, I love to be in your garden of flowers. So many beautiful flowers over there of different smells and different calibers. And honestly speaking, I heard from some of my Bangladeshi members who have been there in M.Ed program and especially M.Ed program. I talked to 1 or 2 by this time, and they say that it's really good, it's systematic, it's nice, and that's what we love, that we lack sometimes in higher education sector in Bangladesh. And my expectations, sir, honestly, is to be with you to work. Of course, as you said, what I found out, you were almost uh, guides on our sides. You are like our coaches and umpires while we are the players, and you have to guide us to go to our target, reach the success in a very nice sophisticated manner, so that we can be global ambassadors, of course, for your university and for our university here. So I'd love to work in liaison with you under your guidance, and I hope that I will achieve my goal under your guidance properly. And what I have seen senior teachers like Maheshnath sir, VC sir, and of course our Dean sir, giving us a lot of encouragements and motivations that you will be there always for us. And I believe that as well. And I guarantee you, sir, we'll be here always for you. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Assalamu
sir.
alaikum.
Thank you for your wonderful, sharing your expectation. We will definitely try our best to serve from our side. Similarly, I'd like to request Asta Nepal from Development Education Department to share her expectation. Asta Nepal, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Vice Chancellor, Dean Professor, Register, other fellow professor, assistant professors, faculty members, seniors, and everyone present in this orientation program organized by Kathmandu University. As we venture into another new and exciting year of our life, I, Asta Nepal, a candidate of MPhil program, feel so incredibly honored to be able to share some anecdotes on behalf of all freshers for the year 2022. I, also being the graduate of Masters in Development Studies, Kathmandu University School of Art and Education 2017 batch, have had a wonderful 2 years of my life learning and observing from the design course, professors, and faculty members. During my learning period, I thoroughly enjoyed my course mainly because of the teaching techniques. Yes, have to give on that. Long-term papers and short-term paper writings, open book examination concepts, numerous book reviews and critical analysis, group assignments, field works, research paper writings, concept note development, and numerous others. This is a major reason that I chose Kathmandu University for my higher studies. However, I believe that learning is a never-ending process. After working in different development sectors, I realized that to reach a state of mental stability with sound knowledge in development, one needs to enhance their understanding and ability to put forward, like everyone said, critical thinking, how to think. It is already said that we will learn how to think rather than what to think. So one needs to enhance their understanding and ability to put forward critical thinkings, identify various ways to solve problems in effective and efficient manner by mobilizing the available resources. By resources, we mean both human and financial resources. With this MPhil program, building from my past master's degree, I expect not just me, I believe everyone expect to enhance our research skills and put forward critical analysis on different social contexts of development sectors. Applied development theories, like we all have read Development as a Freedom, but we want to implement that in our working modality. We also want to involve in different research writing, publishing papers, writing articles in different A-grade journals, not just B, C, D, just A-grade journals, and with support from my fellow friends and faculty members. I wholeheartedly believe that KUSOED will boost our research skill and prepare us to grow with its master's program. Just like once Vice Chancellor, Dean, and Pushpaji said, we all are here to learn from each other, and let us all come together and share our learning while learning to manage our 24/7 available time. That's all I want to say. Thank you. We freshers feel lucky and proud to have joined this united family of Kathmandu University and wish you very best for our journey ahead.
Thank you so much, Asta ma'am, for sharing your expectation. Now, finally, I'd like to request Nilkeshwari Maharjan ma'am from Educational Leadership Department.
Thank you, sir. Warm good evening to one and all presented here. Respected Vice Chancellor Bala Rijal sir, Registrar Subodh Sharma sir, Dean Balchandra Luchal sir, HODs of all the faculties, Professor, MPhil and PhD Scholar of Batch 2022, I, Nilkeshwari Maharjan, one of the candidates of MPhil in Educational Leadership and Management. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to orientation team and Professor Dr. Dhanapati sir for giving me this opportunity to share a few words in front of you all. I'm glad to be part of KU once again. Last year, during COVID time, despite various difficulties, I joined the KU and it was great for me, and I got lots of opportunities to explore myself in the field of education. The way I got support and nurture from all the faculty members during MEd course has encouraged me to continue MPhil course in KU. It had generated hunger on me to explore more in the research side of the education by using the various theories and philosophy. The student-centered teaching pedagogy became helpful to explore in education practices. Likewise, I got opportunities to learn how to blend the education with technology effectively in COVID pandemic. Even we got lots of exploration. I and my team got lots of exploration during classes, like doing the various webinars related to education. By joining MPhil course, I expect to increase my dimension of research level with the support of educational philosophies and theories, which will be helping in developing effective practices in education to learn educational institution to take the educational institution in a proper direction. I hope this course will be more helpful to develop ability of research-based decision-making in educational institution and to lead the educational institution in a proper direction. And I'm excited to join the courses and to learn more and explore more with the new faculty members and the classmates. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nilkeshwari ma'am, for your wonderful sharing of your expectation. So thank you for highlighting some of the areas which we have to focus more on from our department. Now, I would like to request our registrar. It's our pleasure and honor to invite him for his welcome remarks. Professor Dr. Subodh Sharma, Registrar of Kathmandu University. Subodh sir, over to you. Hello?
He was driving, I think, a while ago.
Driving, sir?
Yeah, I saw him in car.
Okay. Subodh sir, if you are somewhere here, I would like to request you to, okay, give your welcome remarks. So I think our registrar sir is on the way to.
List not देखिन sir मैले.
Hazur. If that is so, then okay. Dean sir.
Sir, ready
but microphone is off.
Sir, your microphone is off. Can you, okay, Seshji, if there is technicality, so you can, okay, solve it, or may I request
I don't have a
Vivekji?
control. I don't have a control over this.
Okay, Vivekji, can you help him?
So I think he has some problem in his microphone, sir.
Okay, then may I request our Dean sir to make him a phone call, and if he is, yeah, he is with us. It's our honor, sir. Your microphone is not, okay, working properly. So can you adjust and share few welcome remarks to all of us? Still, he is not audible. Vivek sir?
Yes, sir. So I think he's having a problem with his microphone, sir. So he's speaking, but we cannot hear him.
So do we have our Dean with us?
No, sir. Just
no. Okay, then, okay, what to do? Lakshman sir?
Yes, sir. What
So
can I do?
I don't have his number. Can you just, okay.
Okay, I'll call him then.
Please, please.
But if we call him, maybe he will get snapped because he may be using data. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's he is using his mobile phone.
Let's not
I'm
call.
sorry, there is some problem with my microphone.
sir.
I'll be back
Yes,
in 2 minutes.
We can connect registrar if you dial telephone and then just make this voice here audible.
That could be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try
Okay,
that.
please.
It seems that he's driving. I just got a, I mean, I'll call him if that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, he has written here. I'm sorry, there is some problem. Okay.
Sir, you can speak now.
Thank you, Lakshman sir.
Do you hear?
So kind to arrange.
Everybody, do you hear him?
Yes, we can hear.
You
Please.
all can hear me. The
Yes.
problem is I'm driving, and on my way there are some technical problem for which I couldn't communicate you directly. So this is an indirect way Professor Lakshman Zawalkarim happened to connect me. That's the beauty of School of Education. So all the newcomers, you are now MPhil and PhD. When it comes to MPhil and PhD, I consider you all as mature, and both of these are research-based degrees. So in a research-based degree, you know what matters most is your continuous hard work, and then you must always be in close contact with your supervisor from day one. You should understand who is your supervisor, and then accordingly you should be working so that when it comes to accomplishment, there is a certain time frame given to you, like within 3 years you have got to complete, or within 4 years you have got to complete. So always try to accomplish your mission on time. And for that, from today itself, you have to be well determined that I will make it happen timely. And that way you will you will achieve your goal accordingly. So that's what I have experienced. And you are most welcome to the School of Education. And I had an opportunity to learn from School of Education that all the faculties are very well versed when it comes to virtual mode of delivery. And it is School of Education that we are all proud of. All other 6 schools, we all are proud of your school, where there are highly experienced faculty who can handle the present situations very nicely. You must have come to Kathmandu University thinking that this is a university that maintains its calendar, and maintaining calendar even during pandemic was possible only through School of Education, because this is the school where we have faculty who can deliver precisely through virtual mode. So once again, I welcome you, and I'm really sorry that my Zoom did not work. I'm traveling now. I hope to see you one day in person and then orient you properly about how best we can go when it comes to MPhil and PhD degrees. Thank you, Lakshman sir, and then thank you, Dean sir, Dhanapati sir, giving me this wonderful opportunity to say a few words to the newcomers.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us.
Subodh sir. Okay, so you definitely share some of your words of wisdom with us. Okay, despite this difficulties. Thank you so much for your inspiration. Now we have come to the end of our program. So if there are some concern from student side, faculty side, and non-teaching staff side, okay, we'll be entertained just for 5 minutes. If not, we just want to end the session. Dean sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Dhanapati sir. I would like to, in the end, we expected Vice Chancellor sir to close the session. I would say fortunately and unfortunately, he left earlier because he had an important meeting outside. Class timings for MPhil and PhD, 5:30 to 8:30. We'll use Moodle, as I said earlier. I think Prayas Rajopadhyay ji asking what platform we'll be using for the online classroom. We'll use Moodle. We have that, proper registration takes place during the time of class. So you must have received routine, check your email, contact your head of departments. Your head of departments for English language teaching, Professor Lakshman Gyawali, you must know him because he interviewed you during the process of enrollment. Likewise, the other head of department, you will be professor soon in the future probably, Associate Professor Dr. Dhanapati Subedi, and yes, you will get user ID through your head of department, through your tutor, so they will register for you, the Damar Singh ji. Yes, classes will be recorded. We use Google Meet, and we have the paid version. So next, for educational leadership, you all know Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Dhanapati Subedi. Please contact him, and also other faculty members such as Dr. Sesakanta Pongini, who excels in online learning, and also new faculty, Dr. Revat Kumar Dakal, and also Professor Manoprasad Wagle. So you contact mainly Dr. Dhanapati Subedi initially to set up everything. And he will also contact. Okay. Punam Dakalji, contact your head of department about your email ID, anything. And next is development studies related programs. There is a Department of Development Education. You must know Associate Professor Dr. Prakash Chandra Bhattrai. So he was in interview panel, and you all those who are enrolled in MPhil and PhD in development studies, you know him very well. Please contact him if you have any issues. Okay. And likewise, yes, as far as your ID is concerned, if there are any issues on password and username, so please talk to your head of department, and head of department will connect you with IT person Vivek Bhandari ji. So That's what I would like to say. Similarly, the next department of STEAM education, Assistant Professor Vinod Prasad Panta is head of department, and he was there in your interview. If you have any issue, please talk to him and contact him. He must have sent already the routine and calendar. So, okay. So these problems, there would be problems related to IT, and you know, we are not free from problems. It's not a magic. IT is not a magic. There will be problems. There will be server issues, and we'll try to address them. There will be password related issues. We'll definitely, we have a dedicated team under in the leadership of Vivek Bhandari, who is the IT person. Okay, so about installing, you don't need to install Moodle in your site, but there will be definitely tutorial. There will be in the Moodle site, there will be you know, there will be learner guide, teacher guides, so on and so forth. Prepared by Sesa Kantapangini last year. So we prefer Gmail. We have already shared the official email, Suraj Acharya ji. If you are Suraj Acharya, then we have already shared a Gmail, official email account. Check your email which you provided during the time of application. Okay. There were a few errors today. Sorry about that once again, because it happened. It so happened because of hectic, you know, it has been very hectic for us to manage everything. So sorry about that. It should not be there, but it won't happen next time. We try to minimize the errors. So there were a few errors, and one person was like Gopal Burathogiji was missed in the list. Sorry about that. So with this, I think we should we are about to close. So your head of department will is the contact point in the first week of your class, and then you will be gradually settling in with your tutors, with your subjects. Okay. Okay. So check your, if there are email related issues, we definitely have your own email address that you provided with us. Then we'll also probably we need to provide you with the new email address. But check carefully. There might be spaces. Okay. There might be spaces as well. Okay. Library mentioned for a few days. Can we know what means? We have virtual ProQuest sort of installation system, and we'll provide you with that in about, it might take 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, because we need to activate your username and password. So it takes a few days. So we'll try to maintain virtual library. If you are physically, close to university, you can come to the university, use the library, and many of our students are using that. So we have both virtual. Okay. Okay. I mean, we will provide you with online portal, and that will happen in 2 to 3 weeks. So that would be online. Offline, if you are around, you can come to our offline, our physical library, and you can borrow the books. So online, of course, we provide you with username and password. You can download the articles and probably some few books as well. Okay, that is ProQuest that we provide you with. Okay, I think with this, we'll.
Sir, vote of thanks and okay, closing remarks from your side.
Okay, sorry, I happened to forget that one. So thank you once again. I would like to, say thank you to those who work behind the scene, especially during the time of advertisement. It's since last 2 months we have been working day and night in our application portal, admission portal, and also these all other documents, to manage all activities from selection, from open book exam, interview, so on and so forth. So I particularly thank the IT department, IT sections of the School of Education, and Vivek Bhandari, and similarly the manager, officer, and all the staff members. Similarly, the faculty family of School of Education, as registrars are already, said that he actually praised our staff faculty body for handling the teaching learning through virtual, blended, flipped classroom mode, and so on and so forth. So once again, so I again, join registrar in thanking our faculty body, and also research committee members, and also those who help us, especially alumni and all other well-wishers who help us in the process of enrolling students. So in the end, I thank the host, and I also thank our Vice Chancellor and Registrar, who provided us with continuous support in making this happen. There are many issues within the universities, and they facilitated so well in the last 2-3 months that these things happen. And again, and also the newly enrolled scholars, our friends, our colleagues, they also deserve a vote of thanks. They give us the opportunity to serve, and we are happy to serve you all. So once again, if I miss anyone's name, please pardon me. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. We close the session for today. Thank you. Thank you all. So we'll continue to discuss. If you have any issues, so please contact HOD. So you can even contact me if I'm there. I can help. But I may not attend your email, your call. But HOD source are very, very helpful. They will provide you with support for this first week. But let's settle in the first week. If you have any issues with your official email, Moodle, etc., etc. So yeah, and you can probably, the head of department will organize a session together with the help of IT person, in any day. So, and then this is a kind of this first week is a settling in week. So we'll do that. Okay. So don't worry, not to have not to be anxious, not to have anxiety. Probably we don't have IT anxiety, IT related anxiety. Sometimes we have. So once again, thank you all. So I keep on speaking. So the session, the formal session is closed now. So we might leave the session. Okay. Myself and our manager and also IT persons, we are in the university. So we need to leave soon because it's getting dark. So thank you very much. Our class time, as I said earlier, somebody posted already, 5:30 to 8:30. As of now, it's online, as we advertised, and we might meet sometime. We might, organize several, face-to-face sessions if that is possible. It's up to the discussion between. It's up to the compromise. The agreement between faculty and student, but normally we run synchronous and asynchronous mode. And in synchronous mode, that means we need to be in the class 80% of the total time. Okay, so if you have any issues and problems, then you should let us know in advance. In case there are problems, then we arrange something, some alternatives as well. But that is not the norm, that is exception. Okay. So thank you once again. So let's close the session. Dhanapati sir, should we close? What do you think?
Yes, sir. We can close now.
Yes, because you are home and we are at the university.
Yeah, okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all of you stay safe. Yeah. Okay, we'll see you this week because class starts from tomorrow. Some departments have tomorrow, some other might have Tuesday. So the first day will be the orientation, and the tutors will take you to Moodle site, and HOD will accompany if needed. Okay. So once again, thank you very much. So let's close the session.
Okay. See you and whenever we have classes.
Whenever we have
yes. Yes.
Yes. And yeah, we try to maintain this, video kind of thing.
Yes, I think we need to share this because one ELD student had to take his father to hospital. He couldn't come. He was asking me.
Sure.
Yeah, we can.
So I'll surely share once it's downloaded. So
yeah.
Okay. So let's close the session. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you once.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.